going on, everybody? It's your boys from the locker room. We gotta do a better way of introducing this show. We gotta
it's good.
We gotta find a niche. We gotta find our niche.
That is our niche.
What we do it different.
What's our niche?
That's our niche right there.
Our niche is that it's different every time.
Yes.
Our niche is that we have no niche.
Our niche is that we have no niche.
Okay. It's your boys from the locker room rant.
What is
As
that
always.
weak shit?
Minute Maid pink lemonade.
Where did you get that? From the kids menu at Burger King or what?
It's the drink of choice today.
Okay.
I had to tell you,
no adult beverages for you, bro.
I'm going with the all healthy water these days.
Okay.
Yeah, trying to stay hydrated, brother. Guys, let's talk about week 13. Let's do a little recap. Nick, your Browns were off. I wish my Bills were off, and John wishes his 49ers were off.
The Browns actually had a hell of a week. They didn't even play.
Well, we'll touch on that. We're going to go quickly through the games, get these done, and then we'll come back for a preview of week 14. So week 13, let's go. John, rocking the Kaepernick. That's how you know it's going to be a crazy show. Rocking the cap. All right, we'll start off with Thursday's game. Last Thursday's game, we had the Cowboys versus the Saints. The Saints are just dumpster fire right now. It seems like they don't know. They don't know who the hell they want as quarterback. Kamara's out. There's rumors he might be coming back this week, but everyone's like, "Oh, the Cowboys got back on track on this game." It's like, really?
They kind of did. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they won.
They won.
I guess that's getting on track.
They
could have lost. They could have lost.
I mean, the Saints have no offense. They can't produce. They can't produce on offense. It is so bad. I just, if it wasn't for the defense, they really need to go back to the drawing board and start figuring out the identity of that offense, because it's just a shit show week in and week out.
Yeah, they so whatever it is, the Cowboys won. Not a big deal. They beat the Saints. I say we move on.
Aye.
John, say aye and raise your hand.
Dude, aye. 100 times over. Aye. This game was garbage. We're not going to make Taysom Hill a fucking quarterback. So let's just cut the shit. Move on.
Buccaneers 30, Falcons 17. Aye.
Only if listen, I'm only moving on from this one if you put the Falcons back on the clock.
John, you don't threaten me with a good time.
I mean,
so Tom Brady,
the Falcons' defense is so terrible.
The only thing I'll say about this is Tom Brady threw 2 touchdown passes to Gronk. I think he had 4 overall, maybe either 4 or 5 overall, and 2 of them went to Gronk. And they pulled up this stat. Now, you guys know how amazing Rob Gronkowski is, right?
Yes.
Amazing career.
Yes.
He has 90 touchdown receptions, which is ridiculous. He's number 3 all time. Number 2 was Tony Gonzalez. Number 2 was Tony Gonzalez with about like 102. And then number 1 with 118 touchdowns, Antonio Gates. That dude, he had 28 more touchdowns than Gronkowski.
Yeah, but he probably played like 100 more games than Gronkowski did.
No.
Had to.
Yeah.
He played more games than Gronk, but it wasn't 100. Nick's fucking full of it.
I mean, he probably played 8 more seasons. 7, 8 more seasons than Gronk did. Antonio Gates just retired like a year or 2 ago.
Look it up.
Was he really? Was it 8 more seasons than Gronk though?
Gronk came out, I believe, like around like 2000, somewhere around 2010. Antonio Gates, I remember drafting Antonio Gates in our fantasy league when we were like still in high school, or maybe like a year out of high school. That was like around 2000.
He played 236 games.
Who did?
Do you know what that means? Antonio Gates.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what that means? He averaged a touchdown every other game.
Yep.
That's insane.
Now pull up how many games Gronk's played.
Uh
138.
Yeah, he's almost
Fuck.
he's basically at like 0.8 touchdowns a game.
Fuck me. You know what, Nick?
that makes Brady 10-0 against the Falcons, though, right?
You know what, Nick? I got news
Yep.
for you, buddy. I don't normally do this, but it's your time to shine. I'm gonna put me and John both aside, and we're gonna give you full screen, and you could do with it whatever you want, buddy. We're gonna give you a solo layout.
Listen, in my opinion, Gronk is the best tight end ever. With his size, speed, athleticism, all that combination.
Dude, you got the floor,
Gronk
and this is what you do with it.
Fantastic. He's the best tight end of all time. He revolutionized the game. Gates, give him his due. He revolutionized the game before Gronk, but now everyone's looking for a Gronk. They're not looking for a Gates. That's why when we had our discussion on who should be in the Hall of Fame, and it was tight end, I put Gronk instead of Gates. Gronk is the best tight end of all time.
Oh my God, bro. How do you do it? I mean, dude, nothing. I mean, dude, these listeners heard zero.
Oh my God.
Oh.
This is so sick. Let me know if you guys can hear
We
this.
gave you the floor, and that's what you did with it.
Did you guys hear an eagle?
I heard an
I
eagle.
did.
Holy shit, that was awesome, Nick. That might have been my favorite show, my favorite part of any locker room rant show so far. That was fucking
Absolutely.
incredible.
That was a highlight for sure. So does that makes Brady 10-0 versus the Falcons? Yeah.
Yeah, he murders
Maybe.
them.
I mean, literally, and now a division rival. So that is, man, Brady is something else, bro. He'd be something else.
Yes, he is. Cardinals 33, Chicago Bears 22. Charles Nagy is still the coach for the Chicago Bears.
Matt Nagy should have been fired at least prior to Thanksgiving. But I mean, if they had a shot at beating beating Arizona, they were down a possession, maybe 2. I think it was a touchdown and a field goal. They were close. And then Nagy sucks, dude. He's out coached at every stop. And he just shouldn't be in Chicago anymore. I don't get it. I mean, I don't understand it.
So
You have a 100-year-old owner of the Bears. Jesus, Virginia, get rid of him already. What are you waiting for?
Virginia.
Jesus, Virginia.
I knew Virginia was in charge of the coaching decisions.
She owns the fucking team.
Oh, is there actually a Virginia that owns the team? I didn't even
Yeah,
know.
dude, she's a 100-year-old fucking owner of the Bears.
I thought you were just saying like
I thought you were
Jesus,
like,
Virginia.
I thought you like Virginia was like a saying that you were using.
Yeah, like
No, man.
my Atlanta.
Like, oh, man.
No, her name
Jesus.
is Virginia.
Jesus, Virginia.
Yeah.
I always think like, listen, Nagy's basically dead man walking. Like I always was like, just hire me, pay me like $80,000, I'll coach the team.
No.
You remember when?
Not.
You remember when Willie Mays Hayes on Major League was scared of getting cut.
Yeah.
He would open his locker real slow to see if
Yeah.
there was that red tag in there. I feel like that's what Matt Nagy does every day he gets to work.
Like he took Serrano's thing.
Yeah, he took a little
Sees
Gardner's.
if he can get in, if his key works.
So remember Serrano?
Yeah, Serrano had a big snake, and he took a little Gardner snake.
That movie was awesome. Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins back. Kyler doesn't look like he missed a beat.
This actually could probably be the best thing for him because Kyler was able to actually stay out for a little bit and get a little healthier. I like when the season started and you guys were. I basically said the Cardinals were going to beat the Titans, and everyone was like, "Oh, they're not going to beat the Titans." And I was like, "No, the Cardinals start off really strong because Kyler Murray is healthy at that point in time. I think him being off will probably actually help the Cardinals."
Okay.
The weather storm a little bit. You got a little healthier. I think they're going to be better because of it.
I know one thing for sure. David Montgomery looked like a beast in this game for Chicago. If they don't have anything else going for them, they have David Montgomery.
They do have Montgomery.
Montgomery's a good back.
Might just take me to the Super Bowl. Might just take me to the fantasy Super Bowl.
He does always get better the last couple games of the year. So.
Oh yeah.
Bro, let's roll.
John hates the eye. I could tell already.
I don't mind the eye. It is what it is. Nagy's fucking garbage. We can't say much. Virginia, get rid of fucking Charles Nagy, Matt Nagy, whatever you want to call him. Get him the fuck out of there.
Jesus, Virginia.
Jesus Christ, Virginia.
Oh, my
Damn
Lanta.
it.
Chargers
God.
21, Bengals 22. I thought this was going to be more of a game, but I do remember calling my Tony pick of the week last week was the over in this game, which they went well over, and the Chargers whooped that ass, 41-22. Burrow just didn't look like himself, couldn't really get things going. There was a sick pick in this game. I don't know if you guys saw it, but Burrow threw a ball to Jamar Chase, and he caught it, but then like bobbled it a little bit, and the dude from the Chargers just like swiped it from his chest. It was pretty sick. What do you guys got on this one? Anything?
Yeah, it's like I said with the Bengals. Like a lot of people when I was hyping them up at the start of the year, they were looking at me like I was a little crazy. But now I think they get too hyped. And the Chargers are a good team. The Chargers are a team that's going to compete in the AFC. They just are. They're one of the 4 or 5 best teams in the AFC. The Bengals are not. They're just not there yet. There's still a couple pieces they need to bring in, and they need to mature a little bit. And they'll be there eventually, but they're not there quite yet.
I agree. That's good. Fair enough. I didn't watch this game, so I mean, I have no input on this matchup. I want to go back and I want to watch this because we go on to play the Bengals next week, or this week. So it is what it is.
John, you're not a fucking scout, bro. You don't need to
I
go
need to
back
see.
and watch.
I enjoy watching. I do, Tony. I like to see my opponents. I like to see because I know that Higgins, Jamar Chase, who else, Nick? Mixon coming back?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course. So, it's going to be a nightmare for the Niners, secondary especially. But
yeah, I'm going Jamar Chase and in DraftKings, going high on Jamar Chase this week. But we'll get to your boys in a few seconds here. But so 41-22, Chargers over Bengals. Let's get to the next game. Pretty pumped to get to this game because we got an exclusive here on the Locker Room Rant. We got me we got my boy Nick and my boy over here, John Stradamus,
Yeah.
with the Vikings losing to the Lions.
Yep.
And my
Yep.
boy John Stradamus picks the Lions to win
Every week until
straight
they
up.
win. Little fuckers.
You don't have to say that, John.
Did you
Dude,
see?
That-
Did you
that
guys
takes
see
away-
the celebration? Did you
Yeah,
see
it's
the
like-
celebration?
Yeah.
Like they won the Super Bowl.
No team wants to go
Oh
win.
my god.
And you know what? We should have started the show with this, but thoughts and prayers to everyone from that active shooter incident that took place
Yep.
in Michigan. And I know the Lions dedicated this, game and this win to the victims' families. So thoughts and prayers first and foremost to that situation. But awesome game, and I'm really. That's how you know you got a really shitty team. Is when everyone's kind of rooting for you.
Man, I think people are really actually rooting for Dan Campbell. I think people bought into him. Like that guy he is all about that team. Like if there's a coach that has embraced his squad, it's Dan Campbell. I mean, he expresses his love for his boys, and I mean, it's really something. So I made fun of Dan Campbell for wanting to eat people's kneecaps or whatever he wanted to do to kneecaps. But, hats off to you, Dan Campbell. I really respect him, and I like him. I like him for their coach.
Yeah, they're really responding well to that guy. I mean, they're playing their asses off every single week.
They play off week in, week out, and they get beat week in, week out. And they still play hard. So
they respect their head coach, bro, and they understand that he believes in them. It may not be going their way now, but I mean, he's not buying into right now. He's buying into the future. So I enjoy it, man. I think it's something to watch because
they just have to figure out their core of players. They got to figure out the guys that they want to go forward with and build around it the next couple drafts. That's it.
They really have no core.
they could.
They have like no core on that team,
Gotta
no
be
talent, and this guy is still like squeezing production out of these players. I mean, I can imagine if he had a team like Cleveland, a team with like big names and talent, what he could do. But he's getting the most out of these island of misfit toys over there in Detroit. So Vikings 27, Lions 29. Lions with the first win of the year over the Vikings. And we're going to get to our next game, which is the Giants 9. Hold on, Nick. And the Dolphins 20. Guys, I was watching every single game, and like this game was on, but I don't ever remember like looking at it. That's how much I just like. They might as well had it like women's volleyball or some shit like that, because I just wasn't watching. I wasn't watching this. Go ahead, Nick.
You know what the crazy thing about the Giants are? It seems like they've been a dumpster fire every game for the last 3 years. Like,
Yeah.
Like they have good aspects of their team. Their defense is good, but Daniel Jones was hurt for this, and now Mike Glennon was their quarterback. Most of the games, Saquon Barkley's not there. They literally had no receivers this game. Sterling Shepard was out. Kadarius Toney was out. Evan Ingram was their leading receiver. I mean, there's always something wrong with the Giants.
Team fucking sucks.
And in terms of the Dolphins, Jalen Waddle has been coming into his own lately. I know this
Really lately. I wouldn't say lately. He's been doing it for about
He's having a pretty
9
productive
weeks.
career right
He's
now.
been doing it for about 9 weeks now.
Yeah, I've been starting him on my fantasy team the last 4 or 5.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
sick.
would you quit with the fantasy points, bro?
Well, I tend to pay attention to my fantasy players a little more than I do any other player, so I know what they do.
Amen, brother.
I know what they do.
So the Giants, and you know what pissed me off the most? I picked the Dolphins, and then you, Nick, you were like, "Well, Tony, wouldn't you rather hang out with Hagrid?" You made me switch.
You asked, would I rather hang out with a dolphin or a giant? And I said, what if the giant was Hagrid?
You made me switch my
He did.
damn
He
pick,
chose the Giants.
and now I lost. But it is what it is. Giants 9, Dolphins 20. Who gives a shit? Next game
let's
up. Eagles 33, Jets 18. Guys, we had a Gardner Minshew. Is that his name?
Yes.
Dude, it sounds like a peanut.
Gardner Minshew sighting. And he actually played lights out the first half. I think he went 14 for 15.
Gardner Minshew is a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts.
No.
Yes, he is.
I'd say that. He's just not as dynamic and athletic and does all the other shit.
He lacks athleticism, but he is.
First of all, he's athletic enough. Gardner Minshew's not a statue back there. But he's a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is not good. Sirianni's a terrible coach for trying to make his team into something that it shouldn't be.
Yet they're in the hunt, right?
Sirianni.
Yet they're in the hunt.
I hate Sirianni with a passion. It makes no sense what he's doing.
Yet they're in the
I'll
hunt.
tell you, Miles Sanders got some love. Got some love
Yeah.
this week.
Because all of a sudden you have Jalen Hurts, so you must use him.
No, I got
had-
screwed. I didn't start Gainwell, and that cost me this week in fantasy in one of my leagues. He put up 17 points in a half PPR league, and it cost me.
Sanders had 120 yards.
Yeah.
And then I think he got hurt towards the end.
Now it is the Jets. So the Jets.
Yeah, let's calm down. Let's
Let's
calm
I'm not
down
saying-
on Gardner Minshew.
I'm not saying Gardner Minshew is the quarterback of the future, and I'm not saying that Miles Sanders is next coming of Earl Campbell, but Miles Sanders is a good running back. He's a
Well,
good
the way
running
you're
back.
talking up Minshew, you'd think he was throwing against the top 3 defense.
I don't think Jalen Hurts is good. That's what I'm saying.
No one asked you if you thought he was good or not.
Yes, they did. This is a sports show, and I'm one of the commentators.
All right, that's all 3.
All right.
So Eagles 33, Jets 18. Next one up, Colts 31, Texans 0. This
And
is
the Texans-
nasty.
What's
I don't
there?
even
What's
know.
there to say about this? You know, when you don't score points, you don't deserve shit.
I
Well, the only thing I'll say is Jonathan Taylor's running ape shit right now. All right.
The Colts 31, Texans 0. Washington football team 17, Raiders 15. Washington getting their 4th straight win in a row.
This is kind of crazy.
I think John
I really
predicted
bought
this
into
one.
the Raiders, man. I
John
bought
did
into this
predict
one.
Like, I don't know how they keep doing it. I don't know how they keep doing it, but
Remember
Keep
when I
going.
put Heineke? Remember when I put Heineke all by himself on
Yes.
my hype train?
he's all by himself on your head.
I never took the motherfucker off. He's been sitting shotgun ever since.
The only one.
Him and Dak Prescott got on for a little bit.
I think John kicked Dak Prescott off, though. At one point. It was just Heineke.
So
A
you're not allowed to-
whole train just for Heineke.
This was
Heineke.
actually an important win was an important loss for the Browns to have happen because the Raiders are right in the hunt for the wild card.
Yeah, and it was actually the Niners needed the Raiders to beat the Washington football team because obviously, you know, we now fell into the 7th seed. Look, we really needed the Raiders to win, and they did not. The Washington football team is they're really moving forward. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens next. I need them to lose this week.
You want to know what's really crazy? Was there 32 football teams? Out of the 32 teams in the NFL, I think there's only like 5 dog shit teams that like have no chance of making the playoffs.
Yeah, it's pretty wide open. There's a lot of parity in the NFL right now.
I mean, the NFC West, I'm sorry, AFC West is I think every team's above 500. We're 500 or above. The AFC South is where you have the Jaguars and the Texans, which I think those two are the only. All right, so you have those two in the AFC. We'll throw the Jets in there. I think those are the only 3 teams that are like dog shit in the AFC.
Yeah.
Then you go to the NFC. You got I don't know, the Falcons.
Yeah, Falcons are shit.
The Giants.
Yeah, they're shit. Too.
Shit.
Detroit. Chicago.
Nick said Chicago was going to be a playoff contender, and they were awesome, right? I mean, let's dial it back 4 weeks.
Listen,
Nick's going on and on and on about the goddamn Browns.
They were at one point in time. I mean, they weren't good, but they were okay. They've had a bunch of injuries, and for a team that wasn't that great to begin with, the injuries kind of took them over.
Aye. Washington 17, Raiders 15. Jaguars 7, Rams 37. Rams get back on track, beat the living piss out of the Jaguars. Cooper Kupp had a day.
Beckham gets a touchdown, right?
Yep. Sony Michel had a day. Jalen Ramsey, I think, had a fumble recovery against his former team.
They asked Urban Meyer afterwards, why did you run James Robinson like in the last drive? And he's like, I don't really know. We shouldn't have done that. Which kind of makes me it kind of proves my point that Urban Meyer is not really a good coach.
Doesn't even sound like he's coaching at all.
Yeah, I mean, how do you not know what's going on? You're on the sidelines. You're kind of the head coach. You're kind of the guy who makes these calls.
Yeah, and I didn't like when Carlos Hyde snaked that touchdown from Robinson. I think John said it a few episodes ago. The Jaguars. I wish the Jaguars had Detroit. The Jaguars deserve Detroit's record. And
yes.
Detroit deserves the Jaguars record. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because I truly believe that Detroit is better than Jacksonville and even better than the Jets. So it didn't make sense that Detroit was 0-12 or whatever the hell they were. So yeah, like I totally believe that they should have switched.
I think the strength of schedule is a lot harder too.
Sure.
For Detroit compared to Jacksonville playing Houston twice. I think one of their wins was against Atlanta. So,
and Detroit was in games, guys. Like it's not like they were getting blown out. No, they were in games. They were making plays, and things were just not going their way. Jared Goff will always fuck Jared Goff, but at the end of the day, like as a collective whole, Detroit wasn't just a pushover. They weren't getting fucking blown out like Jacksonville.
Amen, brother. I love this. I love when we come up with this shit on the fly.
We did too.
Jaguars 7, Rams 37. Nick, ready for the next game, buddy?
Sure.
Time to piss off Johnny. Oh, we got the Ravens 19 and the Steelers 20.
Black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah, you know what it is.
It's
the-
Nick's mouth.
He got the
It's
lips
the duck
going.
lips. Dude,
He did the duck
what are you,
lips going.
17 on Instagram? Like, what is going on?
Let's do that again.
Actually,
Black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah,
Wow.
you know what it is.
Actually, I don't think I've ever rooted for the Steelers harder than I rooted for them in this game. This was huge because I didn't think this was going to happen. But I had a little bit of hope because the Steelers do what I say the Browns should do, what I say every team should do, and rush relentlessly, especially after they see it work a couple consecutive weeks. And listen, Lamar Jackson is a dynamic player, but he's not necessarily a great quarterback. He's short, doesn't really have great throwing abilities. The only way you stop this dude is by meeting him in the backfield. That's it. If you let him run around, he's going to pick you apart or run all over you. That's what's going to happen. You have to meet him in the backfield. You have to throw everything you have at him. And the Steelers are not afraid to do that. They do that against most teams anyways. So they were like, oh, yeah, that's working. We'll just fire a bunch of people at them.
Damn, Nick, you're throwing that fire out there, brother.
Throwing that fire. Slinging
Black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah, you know what it is.
I can't watch it, dude. It is just it's just like Nick is in a club full of young teens and 20-year-olds, and then there's Nick.
What do you
doing
think about Harbaugh going for 2?
It's a typical Harbaugh move.
It is. It really is. It's got balls.
I hope that comes to bite him in the ass.
Awesome.
I hope that's the
Can't
reason
stand.
they miss out on the playoffs.
Or is Baltimore really? Is Baltimore that? Are the Steelers? Look, no one here believes the Steelers are truly better than the Baltimore Ravens, right?
I don't think the Baltimore Ravens are that good.
You say that all the time, but I mean their record tells me otherwise.
Yeah, but they could easily be 6-6, 6-7. I don't know, 6-7.
Yeah, but they're not.
They could easily be that.
But they're not. I'm just asking you: are they truly worse than the Steelers?
I think they're about equal.
No way. No.
I would say the Ravens are a little better because I think the Ravens can score a lot more than the Steelers can. I think their defenses are they're probably equal. So I would say the Ravens have a little bit of a notch above them, but I still don't think
the Ravens have a better offensive line. They have a better secondary.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they
And their
don't.
quarterbacks-
No, the Ravens don't have a better secondary. Ravens secondary blows.
I would say that their running back core was damaged and beaten
Yeah.
early on. I mean, before the season started, right?
They got whack-ass Devontae Freeman as a running back. Big freaking deal.
All right. Well, what about what's his name? From the Buckeyes. Tony, help me.
Dobbins.
J.K.
Dobbins. They actually, I think they lost two or three running backs early on, right?
3.
3. So, I mean, they had the Steelers by the running game. They had the Steelers at quarterback. They have them at the offensive line. You can say that the secondaries are even. I don't know. I still say Baltimore is a better team than Pittsburgh.
A little bit. I would say they're a little better.
All right,
But-
let's roll. Let's move on.
Okay.
Aye.
So stupid. All right. 49ers 23, Seahawks 30. I.
Hate to see it.
No, I.
No, Nick's not letting
No,
this roll. And this was on fucking James Garoppolo. That mother.
I mean, listen.
Don't even defend him. Don't defend him.
It
Don't.
wasn't all his
Don't.
fault. It wasn't all his fault.
Oh, it wasn't? It wasn't really?
First of all, you're without Deebo Samuel, obviously your most valuable weapon on offense.
Deebo isn't the whole fucking team. Deebo doesn't throw the ball and then catch it.
He's a lot of the team.
Dude, listen.
You guys use Deebo.
Jimmy threw Nick. Jimmy threw picks. He threw an interception.
He threw 2 picks.
He threw an interception to Adams in triple coverage. Okay? Because I told you he can't throw deep. He can't throw. If he doesn't stay within the numbers, slants and dink and dunks, like that was a check down. Like that was should have checked it down. And instead he whips it out there. I mean, high into triple coverage, pick, right? Jimmy was asked this game, bro. He was buns shit.
He threw for about 300 yards, 299, threw 2 touchdowns. He did have 2 picks. I'll give him that. I wouldn't say it's a great day. But the biggest play was by far the fumble by Travis Benjamin. That was the biggest play.
John,
That wasn't
Changed everything.
That wasn't
What
Jimmy's
about
fault.
when they drove 98 yards and Jimmy can't? What about the safety when Jimmy stood there and had Kittle wide open in between the numbers and this just running a slant? What about when he doesn't recognize linebackers and he hits Bobby Wagner right in the fucking numbers? It's just like, dude, linebackers exist, Jimmy. What the fuck are you doing?
You're playing.
And it's not no, don't talk yet. Jimmy fucking throws picks to linebackers underneath constant. That's just what he does.
Because he throws in the middle a lot. That's what he does. So
Because that's all he can fucking do. And you know what? They just said, you know what? We're gonna stop the run. We're gonna force Jimmy to throw, and Jimmy fucking sucks.
Jimmy threw for 3. First of all, you guys were playing in Seattle.
I don't care. We were playing in Seattle. We're playing the worst Seattle team that the Niners have seen.
Seattle's,
and of course, they pull it together. The secondary, we had a rookie out there, Lenore, who gave up a big touchdown. But you know, Josh Norman's out there sucking ass as he does, burnt, constant. I actually don't even think he got a flag this game.
No, he got beat on one play. I think
he got beat all night. He got beat all day. All day.
Seattle's notoriously a tough place to play. It's a rivalry game. It's a rivalry game. No I.
He's eyeing.
It's a notoriously tough place to play. It's a rivalry game. You're minus Deebo Samuel.
Nick, we should have won that game.
And Jimmy,
we drove 98. We drove 98 yards, right?
With 2 touchdowns.
We drove.
We
did the same thing we did against Green Bay, right? We drove we drove the length of the field, 98 fucking yards. And what does Jimmy do? Gets the pass batted down. Motherfucker, what? You've been throwing it over everybody's fucking head all game, and you can't throw it over the fucking offensive lineman?
That was on the last play, but there was 3 other
I don't care.
One of those passes could have been caught.
And then he has the audacity to stand there post-game at the podium and he's laughing? Motherfucker, Kittle wasn't laughing.
I didn't see the post-game. I'm sorry.
Oh, he's fucking laughing. He's fucking laughing. You motherfucker.
We were watching that game, John, and I forget either Nick called me or I called him, and we were watching.
You did. I mean, of course you did.
And I was like, "Oh, I get it now." Jimmy G does suck.
Thank you, bro. That's all I need, dude. You know what, Tony? Say it again for all of our viewers. Acknowledge his deficiencies. Go ahead.
It's
Say it.
just that
Can you say it first? Can you just make it known?
he does kind of suck. Yeah,
Yeah, he's not a starting quarterback. I mean, that's all there is to it.
He
does
wins,
not
but
win.
maybe
He smiles.
Maybe
You're
should
just, you know what, Nick? You really find him handsome. You find Jimmy G handsome.
Good looking guy.
You like his jawline.
Square.
And
strong jawline.
Yeah, you can't deny it. But besides the point, he's a shitty. He just shouldn't be a starting quarterback. Certainly shouldn't be a starting quarterback here. Okay? Not here. The fans don't want you here, bro.
It's disrespectful.
Trey Lance should have played.
There
should have been a package. There should have been a package for Trey Lance in the red zone when Jimmy fucking threw the fucking batted down pass. That should have been Trey's possession. 3rd and 4th down should have been Trey.
Listen, they're not.
Should have been Trey.
They're not going to have a Trey Lance package.
Bullshit.
They're just not.
The Saints are force feeding Taysom fucking Hill and his overpaid fucking contract down everyone's throat every week.
Yeah, because they think Taysom Hill might actually be their quarterback.
Taysom Hill is not their quarterback. It's not their fucking quarterback. You son of a fucking bitches. Holy shit.
At the end of the day,
I do. Can we move on from this fucking slate? I can't talk about the Seahawks.
Is there a celebrity you guys going to make an appearance today? Did you talk to him?
I don't know. I'm trying to.
Fucker, Jesus Christ.
My camera keeps messing up. I'm gonna have to probably.
There is not a celebrity fucking guest.
Yeah, there's a lot of celebrities watch the locker room.
There is, bro. Yeah. Nick set this one up. Nick set this one up.
Yeah,
Nick sets them all up. Nick sets them all up.
He got a hold of me on Twitter, and I was like,
"What'd he say? Hey, you finally get off that fucking McDonald's Wi-Fi, right?" Oh, you guys. Oh, you guys.
I don't think you realize. I don't think you realize the reach we have.
Yeah, we're ready for you, buddy. John's excited.
Oh, hey, John's thrilled. Lost sleep over this shit.
All right, I'll let them know. Yeah, I don't know. I might have to drop off for a minute, but those guys will be on. All right, bye.
Oh, what a shame. Oh, what a shame.
He said he's game. He's going to hop on real quick.
All right.
I got to hop off, though, but I'll be right back in a few minutes.
Right.
God damn it.
So,
hold on.
Tony's got to leave. It's a shame he's got to leave because his camera's messing up. But this guy contacted me on Twitter, and I was super stoked because I'm a huge fan. You might know him from certain films. Driving Miss Daisy was one of them. You might know him best from The Shawshank Redemption. It's my personal honor to welcome Mr. Morgan Freeman, Academy Award-winning actor Morgan Freeman, to the Locker Room Rant. He's going to be popping up here any time now. Is that you, Mr. Freeman?
Yes, hello.
Now, a lot of people don't know this about you. You contacted us because you're a huge fan of the Locker Room Rant, but you also are a giant 49ers fan. Isn't that correct, sir?
That is correct. It's me, Morgan Freeman. I just want everyone to know I love the Locker Room Rant, and I love the 49ers. I love watching the Locker Room Rant from my jail cell out there in Shawshank. Me and Andy watch the 49ers games over there in Shawshank.
I was just about to ask you if you and Andy actually watched the games. Did you and Andy watch the Seahawks game?
Me and Andy watched the Seahawks game. And I got to tell you, I was thinking about John the whole time.
we also were thinking about John the whole time. Is there
Sometimes
anything you like
that's-
to plug, John?
Yes, John. Just so you know, I go as crazy as you do as well. Uh, I love the 49ers, and they need to start valuing the quarter.
That's what I've been saying the entire time, Mr.
Mr. Freeman, we need to value the quarterback position.
Corner.
We're talking about
Cornerback.
corner.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Well, then the 49ers should have taken the draft a little more serious instead of hinging the defense on a injury-prone Jason Verrett. Instead of hinging the defense on his shoulders, we may have a certain Patrick Surtain. Look, you know what? All jokes aside, Mr. Freeman, you can kiss my ass because you just want to come here and rub it in my fucking face. I know.
I think you're being very disrespectful to Academy Award-winning actor Morgan Freeman, John.
Last thing I'm going to say is I had a good friend once before that was a 49ers fan. His name was Brooks.
Brooks. I figured Brooks would be a 49ers fan.
And well, y'all know what happened to Brooks.
Yes, poor Brooks.
Y'all know what happened to old Brooksy.
Oh, we know what happened to Brooks.
All right, I hear the guards coming. I should be going now.
All right, thank you, Mr. Freeman. It was an honor.
This is Morgan Freeman signing off.
Wow, Morgan Freeman on the locker room rant. Wow. I never knew he was such a big 49ers fan.
Dude, you suck so bad.
49ers fan. It was amazing. There's a lot of celebrity.
Did Morgan Freeman Freeman acknowledge Jimmy's deficiencies?
Unbelievable! You missed it.
What's that, buddy?
Morgan Freeman just came on. I thought you were going to be back by the time Morgan Freeman came on.
Man, I always have to shit at the wrong times.
Hey, did Morgan Freeman acknowledge Jimmy's deficiencies?
No, I think Morgan Freeman's he's actually a Jimmy fan.
No, he's not. There's not. If you're a Niner fan, you're not a Jimmy fan.
I think he's a Jimmy fan.
No.
He's a big follower of Rombo.
All right, guys, we got
He
two more
believes in
games.
Rombo's love of Jimmy.
We got two more games.
I've
to get
said
to.
I thought I was basically that.
Broncos 9, Chiefs 22. Chiefs back on track. What do you think, Nick?
I don't necessarily think the Chiefs are back on track. I just think Denver is not necessarily a great team.
Tyreek Hill can't fucking catch.
Williams looks good.
Williams looks good. That's just a little small appetizer sampler size of what that dude's going to do when Gordon's gone for good.
Yeah, Williams looks great. They just don't. I don't know. Bridgewater is just an okay quarterback. He's one of those guys that I guess if you have a really good team behind him, he can be good, but he's not going to be the guy that's going to be able to take you places. So he can be a guy that hitches along for the ride, but he's not going to be the reason why you win.
I'll tell you what, as the smoke starts to clear, there's really only a few teams in the AFC that I think can truly make a run for this thing. Mm-hmm. And I think the Chiefs are probably one of those three. The other being New England.
I think New England is above the Chiefs.
Oh, I think they're above them. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm putting the Chiefs at number one.
I thought you said the Chiefs were above New England.
No, I think New England, if we were going to do a power rankings, is probably number one in the AFC right now.
Oh, no doubt. Their team's humming like a freaking well-oiled machine.
And you got to look at them. You got to look at them as up there in the power rankings for the entire NFL.
Yeah,
I'd
for
say
sure.
I'm actually buying into Tony's. Tony said that they were reminding him of the early on Patriots in the early 2000s. Mm-hmm. Tony, were you specifically talking about 2001, 2002?
2001.
Yeah.
I was like probably
Yeah.
2001 to 2005.
Yeah, I actually agree now. Now I paid attention to it. I really the secondary and the defense as a whole they're awesome.
They're just
They're
not.
awesome.
Well,
Don't you got a Patriots guy that's supposed to come on with us, John?
Yeah, we got to get Carl on soon. I got to get in touch with him. The time difference in the UK, like if we do the show now, it's like 4 a.m. their time. So I got to touch base with them and try to.
the only thing about the
something out.
Chiefs, is they still aren't impressing me. Like in the years past, they were basically imposing their will on people.
What's going on here? We got another guest coming on that we don't know about?
I don't know. John got a celebrity guest.
That'd be awesome.
No, the Chiefs used to impose their will on people. Now, like even this game, the Broncos, it's 22-9.
Their defense won them this game.
Yeah, the Chiefs' defense has been playing very well lately, but like I said, it's against offenses that aren't really good. So,
All right. All right, Johnny. Now it's time for your revenge. Last game of the week was Patriots 14, Buffalo Bills 10, in a complete and utter shit show. I've never been less entertained to watch an NFL football game in my entire life. What did he do? Did the Patriots pass the ball 3 times or 2 times?
I didn't get to
3
watch,
times.
I didn't get to watch this game. I was gonna say that I didn't get to watch this game because I was at work. Was the weather really bad or something?
Yeah,
Yes,
the wind was
in Buffalo.
was
The wind was like 40 or 50 miles an hour. It was wild. You couldn't even throw the ball without it. Just
Yeah, I was gonna say because
Josh Allen had Diggs on a perfect short route. It was perfect. It was a touch pass. If he would have thrown it into the wind, with some dude, he needed to put some power into that throw, and it was a touchdown. Bills win. But no, man, the wind took that ball, took it right out of bounds. Tony, you know which pass I'm talking about?
Yeah, oh man, I'll tell you what.
It was a shit show. It was a shit show.
I've been watching
50-mile-per-hour winds is not that far off from a tropical storm.
No,
Okay.
it's 25 miles an hour.
And you're throwing the ball 33 fucking times for the Buffalo Bills.
3 times.
No,
3 times.
Uh,
Buffalo. Oh yeah.
Buffalo threw a 30 times.
Oh, they really couldn't. They couldn't. Thank you. They couldn't get.
He just summons beers.
John's got the greatest service. I don't know how you have like
Listen.
a dog whistle that like we don't even hear.
Buffalo.
Like a silent
Buffalo
whistle that like
Buffalo couldn't stop the run no matter what, right? I mean, they ran the ball 200 yards, Tony?
at least
200 yards rushing.
Steve, I'm looking at it right now. Harris had 111, Stevenson had 78, and Bolden had 28.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
I
What the fuck is going on?
I gotta be honest.
Is the run defense that poor in Buffalo?
it must be, man. I mean, with the
I mean,
Jonathan
what the
Taylor shit a few
What
weeks
was
ago.
happening, dude?
I gotta be honest. I don't think I've ever seen an NFL game where a team won with throwing the ball 3 times.
Hello,
and B,
hold on, timeout.
Only having 19 passing yards.
2019 NFC Championship, San Francisco versus Green Bay. Jimmy Garoppolo threw the ball 8 times.
Yeah,
Raheem Mostert ran the ball like almost 200
more than
yards.
double.
that's almost 3 times as much as Matt Jones threw.
Guys, I get it. But one might ask, back in 2019, the thing is that Shanahan did not trust Jimmy Garoppolo to throw the ball.
Like,
I had a few. Oh.
She's giving Gemma her medicine. Anyway,
Sorry, I didn't think I was in the view.
So-
Go Browns!
They said that Shanahan did not trust Jimmy G to throw the ball, so they took it out of his hands and gave the ball to Raheem Mostert. Now, some say that the running game was there, so take advantage of what the defense gives you, right? Under these circumstances right now with the wind, there's no doubt that Bill Belichick trusts Mac Jones to throw the football because he does. Okay, I'm not going to jump on the hype train where they don't trust Mac Jones to throw the ball. Buffalo could not stop the run, and they used a stable of backs to drive it down their fucking throat. They played bully ball with Buffalo, and they went into Buffalo under extreme conditions, and they pulled out a victory. Now, 2 times Buffalo was in the red zone and could not get it done. So, I don't know. McDermott needs to go back to the fucking, back to the lab and figure this shit out. They also missed a chip shot fucking field goal that could have put them, down 14-13, but it didn't matter. I would have gone for it on 4th down anyway, and just tried to run it down their throat. But Beasley was open. They missed it. There was pressure on Allen on that late drive, and he forced the throw that Knox couldn't bring it in. Knox had it, but couldn't fucking finish. So.
He dropped about 4 passes last night that hit him in the hands. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with him last night, but that last one was absolutely catchable. That last one,
100%, dude. I mean, Allen kept that play alive, and it was fucking impressive. And in the wind, he fucking whips it, and Knox could not bring it in. And I mean, Knox was in front of the defender and could not bring it in. Was that Bryant that knocked that down? Doesn't matter. Knox couldn't bring it in. Really fucking pissed me off because I was really pulling for Buffalo.
Hey guys, we're at 57. We're at 50, almost 58 minutes, and we can only record for 60. So
did we cover? Do we have anything left?
That's it. That was the last game.
All right.
I and bye.
Bye.
All right. Until next time, we'll see. Make sure you hit subscribe down below. Hit the bell for notifications.
Put away your Minute Maid. Jesus Christ, put away your Minute Maid.
We'll see you next time on the Locker Room, man.
Later, fam.
And I and bye.